I don't know. Right. Hi, everyone. I'm not sure. This is my first time doing a live stream, so welcome. And let me know if you can hear me okay. Oh, hi. Hi. I'm so excited to see you both. Oh, the video is upside down. Okay. Interesting. That's okay. Let me see. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Okay, like that. Is that better? Can you? There's an echo coming off that way.
Sorry, hold on.
If you hear me talking to someone, my partner's here as my emotional support because I've never done this before. Okay. Sorry, this is the state of my desk. It's actually always this messy. Does anyone else clean up their desk before videos? Okay, I'm going to turn off the light because that glare is driving me crazy. One sec. Okay. Yes, we are going to have fun, Wendy Sue. Hi, Chris, Terrible Hime, one of my favorite YouTube channels to watch as well. And hi, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for being here. I wasn't sure if anyone was going to be able to be here live, so I have a whole agenda planned, which you can see right here. We'll see how much we get through. Yes, Wendy Sue, I love your videos. You have one of the most calming voices. Hello from Switzerland. Oh my gosh, one of my favorite places to visit. Hi, Jasmine. Hello. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited you're all here. Thank you for joining my party. While we let people trickle in, I thought we could start with a little snack and drink show and tell. Oh my gosh, hi from Istanbul. Oh, let me know where all of you are coming from. Oh my gosh, Wendy Sue, how many languages do you speak? Okay, and that was a compliment. I pretty much only speak one language. Oh, we've got someone from India, USA. Wow. Thank you so much for being here. What time is it for all of you? I hope to do more of these in the future, and I'll try to find times that work for everyone because I would love. Hi from Houston. Oh my gosh, yes, global audience. Okay. Also, because I don't have the magic of editing, you're going to hear a lot of ums and a lot of half sentences because that is actually the way that I talk. And when I get excited, I speak quickly. So I'm going to take a few breaths to calm down because I'm very excited that you're all here. So, all right. Why don't we get started with a little bit of a snack and cozy drink show and tell. I was actually going to totally lean into this party theme and I was going to bake something for all of you, but that was my overexcited, trying to do too much brain. And yeah, that didn't happen. I apologize, but we're going to do this again sometime. And I think we're really going to lean into the party theme. I'm thinking loot bags and snacks and I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hopefully this will go well. So what I brought with me today is I have this winter edition chocolatey peppermint herbal tea. President's Choice is a tea brand that comes from one of our main grocery chains in Toronto. But I love this one because it has a really pretty, hands are shaking. I'm a little nervous, I'm going to admit. Yeah, this is the tea. I got it last year and then it only comes out around this time of the year. So That's what I'm drinking. So it's in here. Forever in my Snoopy mug. I'd love to get like a winter version of this, but maybe someday. So I'm going to take a sip. Okay. Hello from Kentucky. Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. It's so much easier to do these things when you can film and then do all the editing later, but going live is a different feeling. So this is the tea. Yes. And this is the treat I'm bringing. So I'm going to open this with you. I've been saving, I think this is one of the last treats that we got from Japan. I don't normally have this much restraint, but it was the holidays and I had a lot of other treats to have as well. So I'm going to open it up. Oh, my partner's saying that is listening to the sound. Is it echoey for you? So this is what the package looks like. Open. So I've never actually read this. I always rip it open. So it says, oh, maybe they mean cut it. So let me just cut it. Okay, let's see. Scissors. Okay, a little warbled. No echo, but not echoey. Huh, okay.
We're using the iPhone microphone.
Oh.
You can change settings.
How do I do that? Oh.
It has to be in the YouTube studio.
Okay, sorry. One moment, please. My partner is a sound engineer, so sound is very important to him. 1 second. How do I do this? Maybe you can do it. People are saying hi, Mike.
Sure. I'll look into it.
Okay, he's going to look into it on the side. I'm going to continue having my snack. Okay, so this is what they look like. I wonder how they're going to taste compared to the Kit Kats, because we just finished our box of Kit Kats that was supposed to be like souvenirs for others, and we slowly just kept eating them, and now they're all gone. So I'm sorry to all the people that might have been recipients of the special Uji Kit Kat, but they were enjoyed. Okay, so, someone's saying hooray for sound engineers. He's smiling. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Sorry again, my hands are shaking because I'm kind of nervous. I'm going to eat one, so I apologize for the crunching sounds. Want one?
Sure, thank you.
How do you think it compares to the Kit Kat?
I think it's a little better. The shortbread tastes like shortbread.
Yeah, okay. We think it's better. So points to this Uji matcha. I'm going to put this away. Okay. Yes, Japanese snacks are truly the best. I've seen that they do those subscription boxes, and I've been so close to getting one because when am I going to go back to Japan? But do I really need a subscription box of snacks? I'm not sure. Okay. So I have a little like welcome activity before we get into the planners, and then we'll get into the planners. But I see Fountain Pendulum is here. Hello. Thank you for showing up. So I wanted to shout out this amazing, I'm going to get the product name wrong, but Ink Miser stand. I love this thing, and I'm going to use it today because I bought this new ink from someone off Facebook Marketplace, and I had just cleaned my A23, which Oh, that's too bad about the subscription boxes. Okay. Ink Miser Stabilizer. So this thing on its own is kind of like floppy, but there's a really satisfying click, which you aren't going to hear. But anyway, I really like this thing. And so I cleaned this, and to be honest, I've cleaned this thing out like so many times, and you can see there's still a little bit of Yama Budo in here. I'm just going to ignore it, but I'm excited to have this ink miser because I'm not going to feel worried about like contaminating my ink. Okay. Hold on. I just need the sound engineer to do his thing. I'm just going to keep talking. I'm good at multitasking, sort of, not really. Okay, so I'm going to use this because I have this sample that I got from Wonder Pens, and I almost used it up. So I'm going to mix this with the actual ink, and then I'm going to fill this up. Oh, okay. So I looked at the stationery selection subscription box, and I think a lot of them are sold out, maybe, or maybe I just looked at the wrong time, but I will look into that again. Okay, so I'm going to pour this. I don't know if you're supposed to mix ink samples, but it's the same ink. So hopefully that's okay. So, and then I'm going to use this that I also got when I bought my Ink Miser Stabilizer. I don't know if this came with this thing or if it came in general. But thank you for this because I don't have a lot of pipettes. This literally came in today, by the way. So while we were walking Coconut, somebody delivered this. So the timing was just perfect. And I thought, no, Wendy Sue, you didn't. But you did send me an amazing pen. Thank you for that. I love it. It's the Pilot Prera, and it has the most satisfying click. Okay. I don't know how much ink to put in here. I'm not actually sure how much the we'll see how that goes. But Kobe inks are some of my favorites. Oh, okay. I have a really good friend who lives in Montreal that I've been meaning to visit, so that can be arranged. Oh, thank you, Wendy Sue. Okay, so let's try this out. I don't know if I put enough in here. Does anyone know how much this actually carries? I don't know. Anyway, so in case you've never seen how this works, I just put in here. And it did pretty well, actually. Okay. I don't know. That's good for now. I think we should get started on the planner stuff because all of you lovely people showed up and I haven't even shown a single planner. So let me, so that was my sort of intro activity that took a little longer than I thought it was going to take. But anyway, just wanted to shout it again. This thing is amazing and I love it. Okay. So I thought, I could let you all choose what you want to start with. So today we are going to go over, depending on how much time, we can start with the A6. We can do a little pack up and then moving into the A6, we can do the cousin. And I have 2 weeks, one for kind of home and meals and one for health. What would you like to start with? And if you don't have any preferences, then I will A6, please. Oh, health weeks, A6. Okay. A6. Okay. How about we do A6 first, and then Lillian will do the weeks second. Okay. So let me pull out. Okay. All right. So this is my current A6, and this is 2025. So I'm lumping in the weekly supplement. So I'll start out with just taking everything out. This has gotten pretty bulky. This is my A6 Wonder Pens Superior Labor Leather Portfolio. I confess, I didn't even know this product was coming, but I have like this weird, I don't know, obsession with Wonder Pens and TSL products. So when they sent out the email announcing this, I kind of just got it, thinking I would find use for it later. And I ended up using this instead of, I was going to get the Mina Perhonen Piece A6 Hobonichi cover, but I ended up canceling that order and decided to use this instead. And I really like it because it has this kind of flap in the front, and this is where I put my like release, my sticker release paper, and I used washi tape to cover the pink cover. And I think I had some questions about how I do this, so I will I'll show you in case anyone's watching and was curious. These are my like big washi tapes, and this is what I use to cover my covers. Okay. And then on the inside, what I like about it is, so I've got my A6 original, which I just have in one of those, where is it? Midori notebook covers. And then I don't have it here on me, but I can actually fit my Pilot Decimo in here. So in this inner flap, I have my weekly supplement, and I can actually squeeze this in like that, and then squeeze this in, and it zips up really nicely. How do you get the washi to not roll up on the edges? I cut it. So what I do is I place it flat like this, and then I like have the washi, I put the first strip like that, and there's a little hangover on the edge, so that sticks to the desk. And then the next one that I do, I match up the pattern because I love wallpaper. I love William Morris wallpaper, but it's too expensive to have in my home. So I use their washi tape to enjoy it. So I match up the pattern, and then that, I guess because it overhangs a little bit, it stays sturdy that way. And then by the time I get to the bottom, it's not moving around, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, I just trim the edges. So I've thought about putting it on the inside as well. But I don't know. I haven't done that. So yeah, that's how I like to cover up most of my traveler's notebook covers, unless they have something on the cover that I want to keep. So that's my A6. It is a little bit tight because I have basically a full A6. So let me take these out now. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Okay. Yeah, Wonder Pens and Superior Labor automatic buy, but I honestly kind of hope they like stop coming up with product ideas because I have a lot of their leather products, and I'm running out of uses for them. So I have been not buying their recent releases because at least they're just re-releasing things. Like they re-released their pen wallet recently. So yeah, I was able to say no. Okay. Oh, hello, Willa Journal. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Okay. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, Lillian, if you have any other questions about the washi, let me know. I also find in general, some washi tapes don't stick as well, but the MT washi tape is really easy to use. Like when you pull it out, it's not super sticky and it doesn't rip really easily, if that makes sense. Like I've tried another really thick washi tape that when I tried to peel it out to make like the wallpaper, it just kept ripping. But I find the MT washi tape I don't have that problem. Okay, so from a moving perspective, I think I'm pretty much ready to move. I haven't really like, it's thicker right now because I've put so many like sticky notes and things to cover up sensitive data, but I haven't done the most recent pages. So I hope you don't mind. I'm not going to do like a flip through today, but I will show you really quickly. In the monthlies, I never really use them for anything other than like ink stuff. So one thing I did in December, this was the completed ink vent that I talked about in my last video. This is the Canadian Fountain Pens ink vent that was all like hard to get in Canada, Japanese inks. So the person that put this together made all these orders from Japan, and this is the completed set. So a little bit of like a teaser. You see a bunch of purple things here, and there is a plan to use some of these for next year because I'm very excited to try these out in pens. But anyway, this is the monthly. And let me know if you have any questions about the A6 as I'm talking about it. I don't really have a big agenda. So anyway, in terms of moving, nothing in here really other than just using up the final pages. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to continue using the monthlies for ink things because I like the grid and I like being able to see everything together. And I don't use the calendar for any other purpose. So I think that's what I'm going to continue into next year. From a migration perspective or from like a moving perspective, I've been using, yeah, I think there's nothing in here that's sensitive. I've been just continuing with this last week, which is why I've been procrastinating on moving into the next book. Yeah, okay, there's no sensitive information. So I've been using the last 2 pages to say anything that's like a future date, I've just been writing here. And then over here is just some like to-dos that I wanted to remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up and I'm going to move some of these dates over. And if this starts taking too long, then I'll do this like off camera because let me know if this is like interesting for you or boring for you. And let me know what you're doing right now. Or let me know if there are any other things that you like to do when you kind of migrate over from your previous year to your current year. So yeah, I have a Post-it note here to remind me of what I want to use this for. So just work tasks, personal tasks, and just anything else. So yeah, I know some of these things could go in a monthly calendar, but I honestly don't look at my monthly calendars ever in my planners. I have a Google Calendar that I reference regularly. And then I'm really in here looking at the dates because this is where all my tasks are. So when I want to remember things, I just put them on the side here. And I've been using this Decimo because it's an EF nib, and we all know there are some issues with the Hobonichi paper. So because of the like everything writing more broad than we normally would like, I've just been using this. I did do a pen test, and I think this one isn't so bad, actually, compared to this one. You can see like the same pens are writing a lot more broad. So like this one is Urban Sienna. It's a document ink because I like that I can highlight over it. And it's nice and fine here, but over here, it's a lot broader. So anyway, Okay, so yeah, what I'll do is I'll just show you. I know, for example, like I have an allergy appointment, which I'm kind of dreading. Yeah, there's a lot of bleed through in my weeks, which is not great, but using my extra fine nibs is helping a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll move some of those dates over. So for example, instead of putting things in here, because things are always changing, I like to just write them down here. So when I arrive at this week, I already know what's sort of like pre-planned, but I also have the ability to cross things out. So for example, on February 5th at 12:30, I have an allergy appointment. So I'm just going to put here February 5th, 12:30 p.m. allergy appointment. I also know I have low iron, so I have to do another like blood test in March. Just going to use this kind of as my blotter. So March 16th. And I don't know. I've been watching a lot of setup videos, and I really like how people are decorating their books, because I think there's something about having something pretty to look at that just makes you feel motivated to use them. But I am like the most indecisive person, and I can never make any decisions on decorating, which is why I usually go minimal. So I find that when I just do the stuff I know I need to do, like adding in the dates, it's just like, it's like I just start in the middle instead of the logical beginning. Like logically, I'd want to set everything up so that it's pretty and it's ready for me. But I find like sometimes it's just easier to just like dive in. And that's why I'm kind of going with like the boring stuff, because I know that I need to do this anyway. Okay, so okay, I'm just gonna be quiet for a bit because my partner's still fixing the sound. So yeah, just hold on. Oh, daily journaling. Yay. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that I have been super wanting to do a little more of, is like the way I journal is just so like functional. Like I feel like I have a lot of thoughts, and I already have trouble keeping up with my thoughts as I'm writing. So usually my journals are just like pages and pages of writing, because that's how I process how I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. But then I see these really beautiful spreads, and I'm not impervious to influencing. Like I totally would like to maybe put a little more effort, because I think when you scroll back and you look at not scroll back, when you flip through things and you look through what's going on, it is really nice. Okay, so I think you get the idea of what I'm doing here. I don't know, let me know if this is like interesting for you, for me to do this live. It is kind of hard to talk and do this. I'm probably taking a lot longer than I need to, and we're already half an hour in, but yes, my mind just goes way faster than I can write, which is why I like fountain pens, because I can write faster with a fountain pen than I can with another pen. And so I don't know. That's how I've always been with journaling. But my journals have never looked very nice. And I know it's not about how it looks, but it's also nice to have things that look nice. And yeah, shout out to Moonlight Journal. They did a video recently about like journaling slump. I watched that and I resonated with a lot of those points. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend checking it out. Okay. Okay. So okay, I don't know. Maybe next time I'll put on some music or something. I feel like it's very quiet, but anyway, let me know how I can do to make this more interactive, because I hope we can do more of these hangouts in the future. Personally, like, I need the accountability. I procrastinate a lot, and for some reason I was having this block of like, I know I should kind of move into these things, and I was trying to watch all these setup videos to motivate me, but I wasn't doing it. And so I thought, if I just set up a schedule, and kind of set aside the time to do it, then, and I invite others, then I'm accountable. So I was hoping we could kind of keep each other accountable, because we spent all this money on these amazing books and they do work, but sometimes it just takes me a while to like motivate myself to actually take those steps. And sometimes when you're struggling with motivation, behavioral things can kind of be easier to do than it is to kind of beat yourself up, you know. Okay, I am rambling. By the way, when I edit my videos, it takes me so long because I'm a rambler, and you're getting a firsthand glimpse into how much I ramble. Okay. So I don't know if anyone's ever done an allergy test, but apparently if you take allergy meds, you have to stop a month before you get you go for the appointment, which I think is going to suck, because I think I'm struggling with a lot of allergies. So I don't know. That's not going to be very fun. Yeah, a month. I don't know. That was another thing that I'm going to do in my health journal, is write down the instructions, because when you book the appointment, they send you this long email with all these instructions. And that's the kind of stuff that I need to reference repeatedly, because I have a terrible memory. Okay. I also have to book a vet appointment. So Coconut needs his rabies shot. I think that's actually something I need to do. I'm going to do on my A6, and then, okay, I'm going to leave this. So yeah, that's all I'm going to do for my supplement. And the other thing I will do, and I will do this off camera because it's going to take me a really long time to do, is I'm going to update the timelines. So the easiest way for me to do that, and I can't find my, here it is. Oh, sorry. I've been using my Posca marker, and I'll show you on one page. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I like the Posca marker a little bit better than the other one. So I have a pack of these that I bought. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I have a pack of these that I bought like probably in 2019, and I was using them kind of for watercoloring to add highlights. But I find that I can write over the Posca marker a little bit better than this. So what I do is I basically white all of these out. I'm going to do the rest of this in front of the TV. I'm just going to be super honest because this is really boring, but sort of like satisfyingly repetitive enough that I can keep busy while watching a movie, because I'm incapable of just sitting and watching TV or watching a movie or anything without doing something else at the same time. Which is why, oh, okay, don't do that. Don't press too hard because you're going to get a lot of paint. Okay, I normally don't glob this stuff on like that, but I'm gonna let that dry. After that dries, I just use like a document permanent ink. So either I have Diatramentis Urban Sienna, which is what I've been using here, and I have Platinum Carbon Black, which is in this Platinum 3776 in a soft fine. This was a recommendation by Wendy Sue because I was having trouble using my Platinum Carbon Black in my vanishing points. This one just kept like having hard starts, and I was cleaning in. I didn't know what was going on. So I got really frustrated, and I decided to try a different brand. In retrospect, I think maybe I wasn't really cleaning my pen properly. So Wendy Sue also showed me how to like floss the tines and just try a few other things. So I wonder if that was more like user error than the pen being a problem. But nonetheless, I have this pen now. So yeah, I might also try the Document Black or the Document Archive ink. But I kind of bought the big bottle of the Platinum Carbon Black, so I kind of wanted to use it up. And I do remember I bought samples of all 3 of those black inks, and when I tried them last year, I preferred the color of the Platinum Carbon Black, but I mean, it's been a while, so Ivory White. Oh, okay. That's good to know because I might want to use that for the weeks. Thank you. Super opaque Holbein Squash, super opaque white. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, thank you for that tip. I do have when I went through my Holbein acrylic gouache phase, I did invest in a lot of their paints, so I probably have that color. Yeah, okay. So anyway, when this dries, I glob too much on, so it's not going to dry, I don't think, anytime soon. I just I update the timeline. So I'll show you. I update it, and I start at 8 a.m. and I go down to 8 p.m. I just find this is a more useful timeline, and it allows me to have like 2 boxes for hours because I have a lot of meetings that are like they start at the half-hour mark, and I just find it a lot easier to use that way. So I'll probably just do the whole year at some point. But I'll do that off camera because I don't want to bore you with that. Unless you find that interesting, I can do a separate live stream, but it's pretty boring work. So I think I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to set that aside. The other thing that I do as well is I use this top area to add birthdays because then I can remember people's birthdays better. I used to use my calendar for that, but I have too many things in my calendar, so I tend to miss people's birthdays. And I'll use, what I'm going to use this year are these really cute little stickers that I got from Japan. I don't remember, they might be Daiso, I'm not sure, but I'll just put a little thing here and then write the person's birthday. So that's another thing that I'll do off camera for the moving party. Okay, almost done with the A6. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop on this cover. And I'm sure a lot of you know what this looks like, but just in case, I really like this cover a lot. It just fits. I find it fits the A6 really well. How are you dealing with the anxiety of the A6 one page not being enough on some days and too much to fill in other days? Yeah, that's a really good question. I find, I don't know. Let me think about that. So I guess part of it is I compartmentalize my books. Like I'm definitely like a multi-book person. So I have a very specific purpose for this. And because of that, I always have a reason to open it. I think if I made this a journaling book, because I don't journal every day, I would have more blank pages simply because I just know my habits by now. And I know that I don't do that. And it would take a lot of effort for me to open this book every day, and creating that new habit would be difficult for me. So because I have a really specific purpose, which is to always, let me see if I can find a page that doesn't need to be, hold on. Okay, I think this one's okay to share. There's no identifying information. Okay, so here's an example of like a page, a realistic page. I don't have everything full, but I always have to put my meetings for the day, and I always have a to-do list, and that automatically covers it up. Let me go back to the question to see if I'm actually answering it. So yeah, I guess when there's too little, I'll try to just do like random things. Like I'll do like ink thoughts, where I'll just pick up a random pen and I'll talk about the ink. Sometimes I'll put like a big sticker on it. And I guess to be honest, I haven't really had the issue of too much, because not for lack of having an abundance of thoughts, because I definitely am an overthinker, but I guess I have another space for that. I don't think I'm answering your question, Jasmine. I'm so sorry. I'm curious if anyone else has thoughts. Oh yeah, interesting, Lillian. That's a good idea. Oh, a tip-in. Yeah, I don't do a lot of tip-ins, but I think that's mostly because I just don't think of it. That's such a good idea. Yeah, I think the A6 is such a great size because it just fits in your hand, and I can fit this in my purse. But I do understand the struggle of how this can feel like not a lot of space, because at like my personal journal, like I'll write like 2 or 3 pages when I'm journaling in my traveler's notebook. And when I used to use an A5, I would write 2 to 3 pages sometimes. So this wouldn't be enough for me if I were using it as a personal journal. But as a functional book, it's like almost too much, but I like having the daily pages. So that's why I can't do a week's, or I don't want to do a week's for now. But yeah, if I think of anything else, Jasmine, I'll throw it in. Sometimes thoughts come to me later, and I'm a bit of a slow processor. So good question though. It's so hard with these books. Like it's like such a commitment to have a whole year in front of you. So I haven't done any decorating because I'm indecisive. But I also haven't used this book yet. So this is going to be like inky things, I think, because I don't really use the monthlies. I don't know. I've seen people write letters to themselves, set intentions. So maybe I'll do something like that there. Knowing me, I'll probably, honestly, knowing me, I will probably fill this out like halfway through the year or in Q4. It's just, I just take so long to decide things. So that's why, I don't know. I'm not really a very good like set up all at once person. Okay. So I think all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to Monday because I'm not going to do any work this weekend. And I'm going to just set up some things for myself so that when I open this book on Monday, I will know what I need to do. Hello, Mini Moments. Okay, so usually what I do is I'll grab some kind of fun pen. This is my medium vanishing point, so I like my headings to be a bit more bold. And oh, I hope I did not show that on camera. I'm so sorry if I did. So I will usually do meetings, and then I'll just check my G calendar, which I usually use my phone for. Just grab my mouse. And I don't know where I've lost my keyboard. Do you have my keyboard? Okay. I can't do this right now because I don't know where my keyboard is. But, oh, thank you. Yeah, because my meetings are always with, like, they tend to be with other people. I do use a digital calendar for that reason, so that because those things are always changing. So I'm just going to put. And obviously these are not real initials. I just put some things in here to remind me that there's a meeting, but because I need to keep things confidential, I don't actually ever share names. And then the next thing I do is I just go to do, and I'll kind of write down the things that I want to remember to do. So for example, let me find my old one. So I know that I want to book a vet appointment. So I'm just going to put book vet appointment. I also want to apply for credit card for my business. Need to separate those expenses. I also need to call bank. And I'll put the number in here. Sometimes I'll put notes in here. So like I have to call the bank about something. So I'll preserve this space for when I call them. So that's how I use up these pages. They're very functional in that way, and that it's like information that I just want to have on hand. Oh my gosh. Hello, Himawari. Hello from Sweden. I hope your move went okay. Oh, you just said your move went well. Sorry, I got too excited. So happy to see you. Okay. Wow. Okay. So anyway, this is basically how I set up. So so basically anything here is either in my weekly supplement now, or it's in here. And as this is what I usually do on like Sunday is I'll just flip ahead to Monday and do this, or on Friday as I'm wrapping up the work week, I will start to put all of this stuff here. Oh, no matter. Thank you. I take privacy very seriously, and I hope I've never. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Yeah, I take it really seriously. So yes, everything is like pseudonym now. Okay. I use a round object to draw a circle on my unfilled pages, then take 3 pencil crayons, set a timer. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, hello. My common planner from last year still has post-it notes on that page with letter to self. Oh my gosh, yes. I have something like that too. And I also have a bunch of like, what are my words of the year going to be? And I sometimes figure out the word like in December. So I don't think that I'm doing it right, but I don't know. I always do things out of order. Okay, so this is I think we're done. That took way longer than I thought. I'm so sorry. Does everyone have more time? Do you want me to go through others, or are you tired? Because I didn't know this hour was going to go by so quickly. I loosely can be here for another hour-ish, but I want to be respectful of your time. So do you want me to keep going, or do you want me to maybe do a part 2? Let me know. Okay. Well, yay. Okay, I'll keep going. I'm going to have a sip of my tea because I just need a bit of. Yeah, I think it's really fun. I wonder, I've also wondered if it might be nice to have like a Zoom type where we can all meet and actually talk so it doesn't feel like I'm just talking like to you. I don't know. I'm thinking of ways that I can connect more with all of you in the future. So, okay, I'm going to put this away. Let's see how, let's do this. So this is last year. This is this year. Nice little fluff comparison. Although I think if I take out all the Post-its, it might be thinner. Discord Hangouts. I don't really know how to use Discord, but I'm willing to try. I don't know. I feel like Discord reminds me of Slack, and Slack reminds me of work, and I don't know. I struggle with Discord, to be honest with you, but if everyone's there, I will look into it. Okay. So I'm going to put this away. Okay, and then here's the fluff comparison here. So I let myself go pretty hard with putting stickers on every page because I didn't mind that this is a thinner book. So that's what it looks like. I think I have like a sticker of some sort in almost every page. That's what it looks like if you do that. Welcome back, Wendy Sue. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chris. I might take you up on that. Yeah, Slack, work anxiety. Yes, thank you. I was like, this looks like the same interface except different colors. And it just, I think, I don't know, there's something about all the ats and the sort of like, what is it? Asynchronous conversation. I always feel like I'm behind. And I have this perfectionism, completionist attitude where I feel like I have to read everything before I respond to things. And I know I don't have to do that. I don't know why I put that pressure on myself, but I honestly do struggle with it. So I don't know. Okay. So I'm going to put this away. And this is going to be so satisfyingly slim now. And then I will probably use this pen again, but I love that. So when I travel, I've got my pen with me. Yay. We're done. We did one. That took so long. Okay. I'm going to move this. And if you are hanging around and you're staying and you're getting tired, feel free to take a break and come back because, yeah.
You can do another one and then fix the microphone if you want.
Okay. I think we said we were going to do the health one next. So let me pull out. Pull that out. This is this year's, and this is last year's. So I'm going to be careful about this one because I did rip out all of the Post-its that I had put in here to censor information. I did my final flip through video, and then I decided to see like how slim it really was. So yeah, that's what it looks like. The first thing that I'm going to do is move out. So you remember how I talked about how I added things at the end of the year? I added these two in December. These are some stickers from an illustrator that I used to follow on Instagram when I had an Instagram. I think the name is Thanks Shoe. Really, really adorable. I've had these vinyls for years, and finally I was like, you know what? Even though this book is almost done, I'm going to flip through this. There's so much information here that I keep referencing. So I'm just going to put these in. And okay, so I'm going to take this out. We're going to reuse our covers. And I'll put this on after because I don't love the glare. Ooh, new mascara. Say more, Wendy Sue. Okay, so this is what I've got so far for my decorating. I found this vinyl. This is from Cheyenne Barton, another artist that I have been following for a really long time. And I just thought this was so perfect for this book. This is my health and wellness tracker. And I don't know, I loved it. But I just washi taped it in because I'm not ready to commit. Oh, and Himawari, if you're still here, I just wanted to give a shout out. I haven't done the video yet. I have more Japan videos, but Himawari told me that there's a place in Japan where you can make your own stamps. And I basically rearranged my whole schedule to go to this store that, not schedules per se, but I went out of my way to go to the store just to get a stamp made, but it's so cool. It's one of those booths, like a sticker picture kind of booth, and you can pick templates or you can draw your own. And I picked this cute little template. I was there for a very long time trying to figure out how to do this. Actually, no, there were English instructions. Anyway, and then I just wrote out Little Coco Studio, and now I have this cute little Coco Studio stamp. I guess that's all I have to say about that, but thank you so much for telling me about that. And I love it. I wish I could make more. So if you ever get any Happy Mail from me, you will probably see a little Coco Studio stamp. Okay. So yeah, all I have is here. Where's the store? I have that information, I think. Let me see. See, it was in Osaka. I know that. The store was called Kawachi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So it's like a stationery store in the basement of like a shopping center, which I know is the most vague thing that I could say. It was really hard to find. So I had to actually ask. We tried to figure it out on the map. And then finally I just went into a store and I asked for help. But once you find it, it's a booth that's almost on the entrance of the store. And you have to pick your stamp size. So they have a bunch of different stamp sizes. You have to pay for it first. And then once you pay for it, they'll give you this. And then you like use the machine to customize your stamp. And then you stick this in the machine and they make it for you on the spot. So yes, it is so cool. I wish I could have done more, but yes. Thank you, Himawari, for telling me about that. Okay, so yearly tracker doing the same thing. I'm just going to do steps. Oh, I'm sorry. This is so chaotic. Do I know what district? No, I'm sorry. But maybe if Himawari could answer, because she's the one that told me about it. Or I can look it up after, and when I do a video about it, I'll actually look it up. From a packing up perspective, over the holidays, I finished all of my what happened like review. I think I did a video on that, and you know, wrapped up all the books and things that I read. So this is like officially done, which feels really sad because I love this book so much. So from a moving perspective, I'm going to move over my little clip. I'm going to move over my plastic cover, and I'm not going to move over my pencil board because I did buy a new pencil board, and I think this goes so well with this book. So in terms of any setup that I did, I got my steps. And the only thing I'm going to do differently is I think I'm going to use colored dots for days that I go for a run or days that I do any type of strength training. So I'm trying to get better at that. And I think I'm going to have to watch some of Chris's or Terrible Hime's videos to encourage me to do more strength training because I do not do enough. And as we age, as you know, we need to do more. So, okay. I started playing around with the same layout, but just different pens. And one thing I did learn is that Kira Same or Kira Sam, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a Pilot Irishizuku ink in my Pilot Vanishing Point. Did not like broaden out as much as some of the other inks that I used. So I've been using this week, and then I'll show you the back pages. Nothing too exciting. I reserved a bunch of these pages for my monthly highlights. I set up a year at a glance dashboard for Wendy Sue, I'm so bad with physical therapy. I go, they give me exercises, and I never do them. So, and then I wonder why I'm still in pain. But okay. Okay, so anxiety, I'm going to track that because I think that's important for me. I'm going to track my sleep because I've been struggling a lot with insomnia this year, and I just want to be monitoring it. And you can see the bleed through or the ghosting a little bit here. Skin issues, because this is the year I am going to figure it out. Hopefully. And friend log, books read. I thought I would try doing a little bit of stamping with my stamping. And because it's a stamp, that means I can still write over it. So I don't know, just trying to decorate my pages a little bit. And then here's just going to be health related notes. And then here's my test page. So that's all I've done so far with this one. Nothing too crazy. What I wanted to talk about, though, we're finally here, is when I did my ink vent, I realized that there were a lot of purple inks that I was excited to try. So like all of these purple inks. And I also got Sweet Potato Purple when I was in Japan. It's a Bungu box, beautiful ink. I don't know. I've just been really on this like purple ink kick. So I thought, hi, Ashley. So I thought, would it be crazy if I did an entire year of purple inks? So I pulled out like all the purple inks I have so far. And this might change because I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of unrealistic to think that I'll never never get a purple ink in 2025. But I've kind of like put all of the samples up front that I'm most excited to try. And I've sort of loosely, I'll show you. I've kind of loosely, this is the January ink. And because it's this like purple book with all my purple samples, and if you have a purple ink to suggest to me, let me know, because I've already used this for 2 months straight in one of my pens. I loved it so much. So, and this, I'm sorry, I don't love this ink. I thought I was going to love it, but I don't know. I put it in my Lamy Safari and I don't know. Anyway, so these are the samples that I currently have. And I have bottles of these too. So I put these at the end because I've already used these inks and I might swap them out. But this is kind of what I'm thinking. Kobe hydrangea. Yeah. I'm sure there's more I could add to this, but that's what I'm thinking. Would it be weird? Would I get sick of purple? I mean, I don't know. So I think it'll be fun. And I think what I'm going to do is I've never done this because I just swap inks when I'm finished with them, and it could be in the middle of the month or whatever. But for this book, I think I'm going to do all of my writing in that purple ink. So this is that innocent mauve color right here. And like when I do my monthly review, that'll be in the purple ink. And I don't know, I think it'll be fun, and it'll just be like a very purpley book. And then I think if I do any stickers, I might even just continue on and lean into that. So today, pardon me, I was thinking about using the ink sample and just doing a little light decorating. So I'm probably setting myself up for something by doing this on camera, but I have my ink sample here, Teranishi Innocent Mauve, and I do need to get something better for my ink samples, but this is what I'm using so far. Oh yeah, fountain pendulum. Let me know if you have the blonde walnut. Maybe that's something. Lavender Coral by Ink Institute. Ooh, shifts as you write. Okay, I love that. So yeah, I mean, I don't have to use these inks, but I just thought I would start with what I had. Okay, so let's see. Please don't make a mess on my desk, Allison. Okay. Did I spell that right? Sometimes I spell things wrong when I'm, yeah. Okay. So yeah, I was thinking a little bit of there. January. I also spell February wrong. I always put February, and then it drives me crazy. But okay. Yes, thank you. Always an extra R. Okay, so I don't know if, let's see how that looks on the back. So it kind of, I don't know. This is the Hobonichi paper. It is what it is. And then I'm thinking I'll do, let me grab. I'm just going to go ahead to January. And okay, let me remember my own. Do you forget your own layouts all the time? Because I do. Okay, so it's oh, I was gonna put September. This is the title page. I think I'm gonna try a title page. So, oh no, it's not a title page. Never mind. Okay. I really need to figure out how to add some music so you don't hear any like heavy breathing or anything like that. Okay, Jan, focus. Jan, you, Ari. Did I do that? Okay, and then I usually do 5 dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Oh, it doesn't have to be. I don't know. Sometimes I just go like, okay, I need to do these. What streaming software? I'm just using the webcam option on the thing because I looked into OBS and there was this really irritating watermark that was constantly flashing on the screen, and otherwise you have to pay a lot to get rid of it, and I didn't want to do that. So, okay, so I'm gonna do. This is all from one dip. This is crazy. Actually, I think I'm gonna close this. Okay, and then the next heading is going to be people I connected with. This was so fun to flip through by the end of the year, just all the people that I saw, because it's like I have to really sometimes remind myself to be a social person. And I always say I'm introverted, not antisocial. That's what I usually say. So like it's really easy for me to just be on my own all the time. But I know that I feel better mentally when I'm interacting with other people, especially in person. So I do like having the reminder. I'm going to be quiet now because I'm going to make a mistake if I don't focus. Okay, and then the last thing I will do is, I think OBS is free. It's just if you want to get rid of the watermark, or maybe I didn't research it properly, because once I discovered there was a way that I could just use the webcam option, I just thought that might be easier and less. Yeah, I can't talk and do this at the same time. Sorry, I do a lot of half sentences when I'm trying to focus. Okay. So that's all I was planning on doing with this. In case you haven't seen this before, usually because again, I have so many thoughts, I just need to get started. I just start here and I write everything I can think of that was good or bad. And usually I use my weekly supplement as an aid because I do tend to write a lot of stuff there. Sometimes I look at my Google Calendar to see like who I met. Sometimes I look through my diary, but it's just a really quick, like, just get it all out. This is kind of, if you've watched my videos, this is always how I approach things. Is I sort of like vomit everything out first so I can get it all out, and then I sift through it later. So yeah, I basically vomit everything out on this page, and then I use this to refine it. So after I've reviewed everything, I'll just pick the highlights. And then same with the people I connected with, I just go through like my calendars and things like that. So this doesn't take too long to do, and it's a really nice way to cap off the month. So hopefully this is dry now. But yeah, my purple ink of January is Hobonichi Innocent Mauve. And I've currently inked it up in my Sailor Pro Gear Slim because it's an extra fine. So I've basically decided like I'm going to alternate between my EF pens. Just because logistically, I was going to do it only in this pen because I thought, oh, it's just going to look so good to have these two together. But when you're transitioning from months, you have to clean the pen and let it dry, blah, blah, blah. So I thought if I have like two pens kind of going, then I can, I don't have to wait to use them. And it's actually, the EF is okay. I mean, it is broader than it normally is. Like this is not usually how the EF looks in other books, but it's still fine enough that I can write in these smaller boxes. So any other questions about the health planner? I can show you my template is the same so far. I basically have my habits here. I need to update this real life. Like I mean to say this is real. I usually do this every day, but I'm actually kind of using both at the moment, my old one and my new one, because I want to have a full book. So I've kind of been updating it here. Hello, Miss Marilyn. So nice to see you. Okay, so yeah, and then I do the weather here. And then I have my meals here and just some notes. So yeah, and I'm tracking my skin because that is a priority. I'm doing well. Happy New Year. How are you doing? Let me take a sip. The H stands for high and A stands for average because this is leftover from when I was doing my temperature blanket. I think I was using the high because I fill these out after the fact. I don't know why I do it, honestly, but yeah, I fill this out. I have my partner has created a spreadsheet that pulls data from Wonderground, which has historical weather data. And so because I never remember to do it in the moment. Oh, you didn't see the outcome of my temperature blanket. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Can you please grab my temperature blanket? Thanks. I'll show you in a bit. You know, I didn't do a video because I guess I didn't know what to say about it. I don't do a lot of pen videos either because I'm not the most articulate with talking about fountain pen inks and fountain pens. So I think I didn't know if I was going to have enough to say, but if yes, it probably takes practice and I'm impatient. But yeah, maybe that's something I'll do because it was a pretty big moment when I finished it. Okay, it's going to be really hard to show you the whole blanket. And I have to make sure I have no open ink on my desk. But this is kind of what it looks like. Maybe I'll see if I can insert a photo someday. Yeah, Wonderground is great. It has all that data, like for all these years, different cities, that kind of thing. So, and I can show you the spreadsheet maybe because I don't know. It was really helpful to have the whatever script he wrote, it just pulls it in for me. So it's really great. Any other questions about the health planner before we move on? While I wait, I will pop on my new cover. I wish there was a way that they could make these plastic covers like not glossy, but I mean, it's such a, also, I really like the feel of these books. So sometimes I would prefer to not have the thing. Let's see how this looks. Also, if you're in Canada, oh, okay, I wasn't prepared for this, but at Dollarama, I found those Velcro thingies that Seaweed Kisses talks about, and I was going to try to turn this into a closure, except now I don't know where I put the little Velcro things. So do you know what I'm talking about? I'm sure there's lots of people who watch her channel because it's great. I've never used this pen loop before, so I'm actually having trouble. Wow, 20 years. That's a long time to be on YouTube. That's great. I put a close on, and it was pretty annoying to write on. Oh, you mean the little elastic thing? Yeah, okay, Lillian. So the other thing was, so my friend Tiffany from Talksmot, she also told me about this box. And it's like a jewelry box, but you can put your pens in here, which was really cool. So I ran to Dollarama to grab this. And then while I was there, I saw the Velcro things. So I wish I could find it because I don't know. I felt like, you know how Seaweed Kisses is always like finding all these amazing things. I'm like, it felt like that moment. I was like, wow, I found this thing. I don't know. It was just Velcro dots, but I don't know. Oh, I see it. Hold on. It fell on the floor because my office is a mess. Okay, this is the thing from Dollarama, $1.25. The belt seal. Yes. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. I'm going to try this though because I already bought it. So, let's see how this works. So I guess, Oh yeah, of course. I know I need to see the packaging too. So I'll leave this here. I think I found it in like the craft section where you see some of the yarn. So how does this work? Has anyone done this before? Should I stick them together first? Okay, now I'm nervous doing this on camera. Okay. I've also never taken this out before. How do you get this out? Do I cut it? Okay, is this a bad idea? To stab it? Mine's really stuck. Okay, hold on. X-Acto blade. I don't have one on me. Is it? I thought this was a bookmark. Like, why is it so hard to get out? Has anyone else had this problem before? Okay, I'm just gonna stab it. And try not to stab myself. Okay, well, I don't know what happened there, but it's a little jagged now. So that's not great, but whatever. Okay. So let's try this again. Oh God. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I want to make sure it fits this pen, but I also want to make sure it fits this pen. So maybe I'll put this one in because I think this one's a little bit thicker. Oh. Okay, we'll just put this one in. Okay, so this is what I would do, right? Should I do that? And then I think I'm going to stick them together. So okay. And then I think I want the Velcro sticky part to be on this. Oh, except I can't remember which one is which now. Yeah, I want it this way. So let's see. Ah. Yes. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. That is what I'm going to do. Okay, so, okay. For some reason, this is... Oh my gosh. Okay, I know this is riveting for you. It must be, right? I don't have any nails because I file mine down for my skin issues. Okay. Okay. Got it. Yes, it does take a community thing. Oh, yes, scissors. Okay. Thank you. So, okay, now, because you're helping me, should I let this kind of stick out like that so I can really close the book, or should I let it be popped in like that? I don't know if this matters. What do I think? I think I like it when I can kind of keep it closed. So, okay, I don't know for sure if it helps, but I just find when my nails are super filed down, I just do like less damage, if that makes sense, because I think I scratch a lot of my sleep. I hope that's not TMI. I used to also get acrylic nails because that was like not as sharp as your real nails, but I don't really want to do that. So yeah, I just file mine like really, really close to my skin. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna push it down so that I can still close the book, and then I'm gonna stick this on. Yeah, give it space to fluff up. Okay, I need to read these comments before I do this because I don't think I gave it space to fluff up. That's a good tip though. So if you do this next, please do that. Okay, we're done. Ah, look at that. It's the small things. Okay, why am I so excited? Okay. Oh, except did I want it on the back? I guess I should have thought about that. I don't know, it's done now. Okay, it's done. I don't know why I did that on the back. Does that even make sense? Yeah, it does. The pen's here. Okay. So, thank you, Dollarama. So if you're in Canada, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, not saucer. Seriously. Okay. Be careful with these. They stick together as Velcro tends to do. Okay. Okay, so we're done with the weeks. I love this cover so much. We've got the, oh, you know what would be cool? And move this out. Well, these were the words I was thinking about. Reflect, insight, empower, clarity, informed, aware. I didn't love any of them, but I want it to reflect using this book to really help me tell my health journey or my story and be able to communicate that with all the professionals I'm working with, because I'm working with a dermatologist, an allergist, my GP. I don't know. I just have a lot of doctors because the older you get, the more you have to see, which is why I don't think I ever would have done a health tracker when I was younger, because we were all like, you know, I didn't have to do these things. So anyway, I think I'm going to put this in here. So I know what my ink is of the month. And I'll figure out my word, and I'll probably not end up figuring it out until halfway through the year. Okay, I just want to do one more thing because I don't know, my brain just needs to know. Okay. Look at that. Oh, yay, I'm glad your new mascara is awesome. What color did you go with? Okay, I'm going to put this away. We're going to do my meal planner next because I actually have to do meal planning, and we're going to go grocery shopping after this. So this is my meal planner from this year, 2024, I mean. And this is the Mega And I just wanted to try a mega, not gonna lie. So it might have made more sense to do this as my health tracker, but I preferred this cover. So if this cover had come with a mega, I would have preferred that. But I think this is gonna work out well because I'm gonna do some extra stuff in this book for 2025. So this is an iron-on patch that one of my pen pals in the Netherlands sent me, and I just thought it'd be really cute as my I don't know, for meals, because it's kind of like food related. So from a moving out perspective, I'm just gonna grab the cover. Oh, again, if anyone is in Canada, Loblaws is doing this thing where if you collect all these stamps, you can get 75% off one of their cookwares, and I'm one stamp away. So it's kind of driving me crazy that I just need one. Okay, so yeah, the week's mega is better than this because I did a pen test in both. And this one actually didn't I don't know if you can see that, but like my carbon black, you can see that's a lot broader. And Urban Sienna is nice and thin. But look how like thick it is here. And it's the same pen. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I don't know why, but this one seems to be a bit better. Yeah, the ghosting is actually it's pretty bad. Oh, and it's definitely now turn the page over. Yeah. I mean, I have some marker. It's not so bad, I guess, on here. But I found in earlier parts of the book, like when I was trying out some of the layouts, like you can see here, it's coming through. This is the platinum carbon black. And I wanted to say, I have been using, I recently moved into this grid TRP paper that I got from Japan. And I thought this was maybe some like old stock of the old TRP paper, but I'll show you. I was using my platinum carbon black. No, I was using my custom 823 with a fine nib with Yama Budo, and look at this. So I don't know. It's not just Hobonichi. I mean, I know we know that, but it's pretty crazy how like the paper just isn't the same. And again, I know we all knew that, but okay, I probably need to clean this later. So from a moving out perspective, I started a shopping list. So something that I do throughout the week is I keep this in the kitchen, and I've been trying to train myself to use this pen because I don't know. I don't have a good reason. I think because this one actually isn't having ink problems, but I just thought it would be good to keep it in the kitchen. And whenever we think of things that we need to buy, I've been putting it in the shopping list. So I'm going to move this over to, this week. And I've been playing out with a slightly new layout. So this is the upcoming week. Same kind of thing that I've been doing before. So in here, I always do I do my meal planning in like a 2-week sprint. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that sometimes the monthly pages are not great, and then the weekly's okay. Creations, the author. You know what I would really love is I would love an A6 big notebook with cream gridded Tomo River paper. So if anyone knows, like what the Common Planner does, except with cream paper. I've been looking and I can't find it. Anyway, I do my meal planning in 2-week sprints. I always start with like what we already have in our freezer. So it's usually proteins. I will add ideas. One sec. I love Midori paper, but I should also specify I like the thin paper for my journaling. So yeah, I'll put ideas, and usually I get Mike to help me out as well. And then I do my dinner plan down here. But this year, I'm going to move my dinner plan to here because I'm adding in a chores thing that I can add throughout the week. So at the end of the year, I tested this out. And basically, I've been adding in whatever we do during the week around the house that I just need to remember. Because again, I'm struggling with allergies, skin issues. I have a dust allergy that I know I have. So my doctor was telling me, like, just stay on top of it, do whatever. Dust is really hard to manage, obviously. But I'm just doing like a lot of these things more frequently and noting them down so I can remember when we need to do them again. So I'll just put like vacuum mattress, vacuum couch, change the bed sheets, blah, blah, blah. And like just marking when they happen because there are some things that I might want to do more often than once. And I don't feel like tracking this in my regular because I want it to be something that Mike and I do together. The Alistair method. So I haven't looked into it myself. But Lindsay Scribbles does something like this, and I think she references it as an Alistair method. So I don't know. This is sort of like secondhand me attempting to use this. Okay. So yeah, I figured I like that. So that's what I'm doing with the chores. So I don't fill this out necessarily up front. It's more like when I remember to do things, and then maybe down the road, I will be a little more proactive. But I hate doing chores. I'm kind of like a child in that way, and so for me, I'm not very proactive with it, but I know I need to be. So this is my attempt at just trying harder. Okay. No one likes doing chores. I know. Yeah, but as an adult, I feel like I should just accept that they are what they are. But I still hate doing them. I would rather sit here on a live stream for the whole day than do chores. Okay, so let me start off by just adding in the shopping list stuff. And I'm just going to use this pen because I really don't like using the Hobonichi pen as much as I want to. And then I think this is going to be the last thing we do because I feel like I've taken up so much of your time. Anyone who's still here, thank you so much for just being here with me. Yeah, let me know how you feel about the time because I know it's a long time. Okay. So I'm just going to transfer over all the stuff that I know. Oh, now I remember. Part of the reason why I wanted to use this pen is because it dries quickly. And when I'm doing my meal planning, I'm always flipping pages. And so I think I was thinking like maybe from a functional perspective, it makes sense. But I'm just not going to do that right now. Oh, this isn't the right shopping list. Okay. Yeah, I need to go to the Asian grocery store because I need a bunch of stuff that I can't get from. Actually, do you see how bold that's showing up? So I guess this paper still isn't great. Okay, so the other thing that I'll do later is take another look at my Chris, I don't know if you're still here, but she recommended that I try 365 days. I didn't realize that the Japanese weeks doesn't have this page. And so I think earlier last year, I was like, oh, I wonder what I should do with this page. And she suggested that I maybe look at like, different things. So I thought it would be cool to draw this out. And I had no idea how hard it would be to make a page like this look good. So not only did I butcher this page, I made so many mistakes. I didn't even keep up with it. So I know, I can't believe it's been a year. It was a great suggestion. But apparently I don't know. The other thing was like, it was hard to remember what day of the year it was. So unless I was actually doing this every day, I don't think this works for every day. I think it's more like tracking how many days of the year you do something, as opposed to like, at least for me. Yeah. Well, thank you, Milk H Toast. That's very kind of you. I liked the little icons I drew, but I did not like what is this even? I don't know. I don't even know what. Anyway, then I found out you could print something. You could actually, they had these as printables on their website. Somebody told me that after, and so I don't know. But this year I got an English one, so I think it's in here. Yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, anyway, that was a diversion. So I like to use my 100 page to have all of my go-to meals, because my memory is like a sieve. And if I don't have this in front of me, then I'm just going to sit here for 30 minutes thinking like, what do I want to make? So we are in the winter, so I'm going to focus on these. And what I do is I aim to pick 2 to 3 meals per week. And oh, thank you, Lillian. Thank you, Mentos. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm glad that you liked the drawing version of it. So for the week, I usually try to pick 2 to 3 meals, and go from there. So this is where I need to reference my I actually need to reference my schedule, which I don't actually think I did in this book. Okay, but normally the way I do this is, oh my gosh, look at this. It's all stuck together. Okay. Never do that on camera again. I normally, my planning process is I start here and I show everything. Like I put my entire schedule here, and this becomes sort of like my source of truth for the week. And I wait till Sunday because things are always moving around. So I will do this usually on Sunday. This is the week we're actually meant. And then when I pull out my meal plan, I kind of have this open, or I have my digital calendar open, and I can see what meetings I have at the end of the day. Because I tend to, there are some days where I work into the evenings. Oh, if you heard that, that was my stomach. I'm sorry. So just for today, I'm going to quickly check my Google Calendar. Okay, so I know that I have okay, so these are the 2 nights that are going to be harder for me to cook because I just have meetings that are a little bit later. So I'm going to plan to cook on Monday and have leftovers from Sunday on Tuesday, and then have leftovers from Monday on Wednesday, and then I'll cook Thursday and Friday. So that's usually how I decide. So 2 to 3 meals, basically, and making sure that we have enough for leftovers. And I recognize that depending on your household composition, maybe it's not like feasible to have leftovers because maybe there's just not enough left over. But that's kind of how we've worked it out, because I also really don't like cooking. So I try to minimize the things I don't like to do. Okay. So I know we have stewing beef. I know we have salmon, chicken, and ground beef. So I think meal ideas, I know I want to do some kind of stew. So I'm going to say beef stew. And yeah, right now I'm just checking this list of my winter items. Maybe chicken soup, because it's getting cold here in Toronto. Sometimes I look at other things. So I'm going to pick, oh, I really like this roasted chicken. And to pick 6 meals. I'm going to put pizza because Mike really likes to make pizza. Oh yeah, air fryer. Yes. I've been using that a lot. I think we're going to go to the Asian grocery store. So I'm going to say yellow noodle stir fry. Oh, and I'm going to, I don't think this is on here. Oh yeah, udon noodle stir fry. That's something that I've been doing a lot lately, because you can buy the udon noodles already like cooked in the package. So it's a really fast weeknight meal. Okay. So I've got 6 meals. These are meals that I tend to make so frequently that I don't need to check the recipe anymore. Oh, barbecue chicken with pineapple sounds so good. Oh my gosh, Lillian, do you have a recipe, please? Because I love Korean food so much, but I don't really know how to cook it. I did buy the Korean pancake mix from Nations. I don't know if you're near Nations, and it's really good. I feel like I could probably just make the mix myself, but also I like having a mix ready. Outdoor pizza oven fire. Oh my gosh. Is that one of the ones with the bricks on top where you you make the pizza and like you have to preheat it? Or is it, I don't know, say more, Wendy Sue. Okay. So I'm going to put here, so if we buy yellow noodles when we go grocery shopping, I'm going to prioritize cooking that because those are fresh. Okay, so I'm going to do yellow noodle stir fry, and I think I'll do that with chicken. This is going to be leftovers Sunday. And I don't know what we're having this week. Whatever it is, we'll have the leftovers. This will be leftovers from Monday. And then because I'm having chicken on Monday, maybe we'll do beef or salmon. So, oh, I do have a lot of chicken here. But I think I'll yes, Lillian, thank you. Yeah, feel free to share. that sounds so comforting. Okay. I think I'll do beef stew on Thursday. We have salmon. Mike likes to do a salmon risotto, so I am going to put him down for a salmon risotto. Leftovers takeout on Saturday, and then I'll probably put pizza here because that's something he usually makes. So that's 1 week, and then this week, because I do it 2 weeks at a time, I don't always know what I'm doing, like what my evening meetings are, because they tend to get booked, like they'll get booked the previous week. So I'll just tentatively at least have 3 or 4 meals, and then I can shift them around. So what did I say? We've got the udon stir fry. That's a good Monday meal. So udon stir fry. And then harissa chicken. So I'll tentatively put roasted harissa chicken. And did I do chicken soup yet? No. So maybe I'll do chicken soup. And I think I'm going to do a bolognese. I'll make Mike do that. That's the meal he likes to make. And then this is probably I'm going to ask him to do like a double batch. And that way, in the next week, I can do a lasagna. So I'm going to put double batch. Yes, I go to the store every 2 weeks because I also really dislike grocery shopping. So I don't like doing chores. I don't like going grocery shopping. I don't like cooking. So I try to minimize all of those things. Salmon miso soup. Okay. You know what? I want to do that. I'm changing it. Okay, so okay, so now what do I need to buy? So I look here. I know I need yellow noodles. Yellow noodles. And I usually do bok choy. We need onions. And carrots. Okay, what do I need for miso soup? I don't know. I need to look up a recipe. I just got a little excited there, but I'm just gonna put, I guess, miso paste. I have some, but I'm gonna put it there just in case I need to get more. Oh, mushrooms, of course. Pizza, capsicum / sweet peppers. That's Mike's Australian, so we say capsicum here. Eggplant, miso paste, seaweed, tofu, scallions. I do need seaweed. I need the seaweed that you rehydrate in water. And I also need the roasted seaweed. I like both. Stuffed miso soup, onion, seaweed, salmon, mushrooms. Oh, enoki king. Daikon. What does daikon look like? I don't know if I've ever bought daikon. Oh, okay. Oh, radish. Oh, yes. Okay. Do you have, is it, oh, do you cook it or can you eat it raw? I must have eaten it and not known. Like I must have just known it as radish. Because I think there's a Chinese thing, the white stuff you eat around Chinese New Year. I don't know. I think that's made with that kind of radish. The pan fried stuff. Okay. Anyway, we are over time. Let me just get to this. Okay. Okay. So pizza. We need mushrooms. What do you want to put on your pizza this week?
This week?
Yeah.
Mushrooms, roast veg.
Okay, so just roast veg. So I've got eggplant and capsicum.
Zucchini.
Oh, zucchini. Anything else?
Pineapple.
Oh yeah, pineapple. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Usually for the summer.
Yeah. I'm gonna actually make a note. I'm gonna put chicken.
I'm not sure if the chat is ready for pineapple.
Oh, the chat's ready for pineapple. Somebody suggested it. Okay. Oh, barbecue sauce. Yeah. Okay. Sweet barbecue sauce, right? Any brands you like? You can put seafood meatballs like the ones in hot pot. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna put fish balls. I'm a sucker for fish and beef balls. I'm sorry if you don't like those. Sweet baby rays. Okay, I'll put that and I'll look for it. Okay, and then for the udon stir fry, I need celery. I already have carrots. The roasted chicken. Oh, rice is on sale. Oh, again in Toronto, rice is on sale. Ox head. I think at Freshco, so I need to remember to get that. I buy the big bags, the ones that are like, I don't know, the big bags. Chicken soup. Ginger. Need garlic. I also am gonna get baby corn because I love baby corn. Spinach for the bolognese. I think we're good. And then for my lunches, I'm going to do tofu. So I tend to make like one thing. No, you're not. You're helping. I love it. Oh my gosh, the cheese. Yes. That is something I would forget. And then we'll have to go back out. And I don't want to do that. Okay, so cheese. So mozzarella, of course. We like to do like Parmesan. I can't spell that, so I'm going to put Parm. And then for my lunches, I usually cook like one thing that will last the whole week. And then I'll just have like the same thing every day until it's done. So I think this week I'm going to do a bunch of tofu. And then I'm going to make a big batch of rice. And then we're going to roast. So we usually roast a big thing of vegetables on Sundays. And some of it's for whatever we're having. So if we're having pizza, like that will go in our pizza. And then we'll also make extras for our lunches. So Mike will usually make sandwiches that he'll take to work. And then I'll have the roast veg as my veg for my lunches. And sometimes I'll also buy like a giant thing of like Chinese broccoli or something, and I'll steam that all up, or like Napa cabbage, which sounds really good. And I'll just cook that up. so that when it comes time for lunch, I'm just dumping things in a bowl and that's it. So, oh, we also need eggs. Bread. Oh, Mike makes his bread. So one of my old coworkers from Germany gave me his sourdough that was from his family and taught me how to make sourdough. And then I taught Mike how to make it. So now I never have to make it, which is great because, he loves baking bread. And I do not. Yeah, starter is really nice to have. We've been keeping it alive for years. It's crazy. Okay, I think I'm good. So I hope that was helpful in terms of the meal planning. It usually goes like this, maybe a bit faster if I'm not chatting, but if you find this kind of thing helpful, like I'd be happy to do this every 2 weeks or something like that if you want to have some accountability because yeah, I think it's, first of all, I love crowdsourcing ideas and it makes it, we can do it together. If anyone dislikes it like me, we can keep each other accountable. So, yeah, okay, good to know about meal planning. Maybe we can do more of those. Bi-weekly meal planning stream. Okay, well, I mean, I'd be happy to do it because that was fun. Who would have thought miso soup? And I'm going to add that to my 100. And if you want to share recipes, please. I can share recipes too. I'm not the most creative. I either use recipes that I learned from watching my mom cook, or which is a lot of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Or to get myself started, I signed up for a few meal kits and I saved all those recipe cards because they're just right in front of my face. So when I'm cooking, I just stare at the cards and I don't have to overthink when I'm cooking, and I'll just put on a YouTube video. So I usually watch YouTube videos to make it a little nicer. I'll do some cooking, and then that's how I make myself enjoy it more, because otherwise I used to get really grumpy around dinner time because it was, I don't know, something I don't like doing. Yes, I'm going to look up this miso soup idea. I have the ingredients. I'm actually going to write, I'm going to have to scroll up to, where is it? Stuffed miso soup. So I'm actually going to put this in the back. I'll try to look up a recipe, but at least I'll put the ingredients here. What did you say? Where did it go? Onion, seaweed, salmon, mushrooms, enoki and king, green onions, daikon for extra crunch. Thank you. So do you just do like miso paste and water? I'm just going to scroll down to see if there was. I'll write all the ingredients properly in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much, Lillian. So if anyone is interested in this miso soup, check the comments and maybe we can, share how it goes, because I'm getting really hungry now. I think for the salmon, I'm probably going to pan fry it and just have that on top. Miso paste, water, chicken soup, great ginger. Dashi for okay. I'm going shopping tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream. I want to be respectful of your time. Thank you so much, everyone who joined. I honestly wasn't sure who was going to come, and I was fully prepared to just record a stream solo and then post it later. But I'm really happy with how this is. I love interacting with you. It's so nice to do it kind of in real time. And I will definitely think about, I'll tentatively say I'll do this again in 2 weeks, and we can do another one with the meal planning, because I know it can be kind of overwhelming and onerous, and it doesn't have to be. So yes, Miss Marilyn will be going live at 1 p.m. Pacific. What is that? That's, oh, I can't do the conversion. Soon, today, check it out. Ink review of Color Vent. Everyone, thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm going to go grocery shopping now. And in about 40 minutes, check out Miss Marilyn Darling's live stream. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. And I'll see you soon. Bye.